Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I am Tammy, and today I'm gonna tackle my closet. It is so bad I can't even walk in there anymore because I've just been kind of opening the door, throwing stuff in. It's been one of those situations of number one, I couldn't get in there to clean, and number two, out of sight, out of mind, right? And I had so much other junk with the boots and the crutches and the tables and all the things that I needed. So it's just gotten out of control and I need to get it cleaned out. I have actually, today is Sunday. Tuesday, I have a friend of mine owns a cleaning business and she's going to come and clean the house for me. And what I mean by cleaning is top to bottom, ceiling fans, air vents, baseboards, all the deep cleaning that I haven't been able to do. So I know that is coming, so I can rest easy knowing that I won't have to tackle all of that right now. And but I've got to get in here and do this closet because nobody can do that but me. And I have a ton of clothes in a closet stuffed full of clothes, and every time I go somewhere, I have nothing to wear. I know that some of y'all can relate to that. So I have started little by little gathering new pieces of clothing. That's all going to be in another video. But I need to get my closet cleaned out because, like I said, I'm tired of every time I get ready to go somewhere, any kind of event, even a night out with the girls or a date or a wedding, anything, I have nothing to wear, but I have a closet full of clothes. So I need to get rid of the stuff that doesn't work for me. And that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to have my breakfast right quick, and then we're going to get in there and tackle that closet. Okay, y'all, so I've made it to the bathroom. I finished my breakfast, and now we are going to tackle this closet. It's so bad, y'all, but I'm going to show it to you because it is what it is, and it needs to get cleaned out, and that's what I'm doing today. So I'm going to turn y'all around. I don't know how I'm going to get some camera angles in here because it's not a huge closet. I know some of y'all will be like, it is a huge closet, but there's just not a lot of room as far as being able to set a camera to see everything is all I'm saying. So anyway, I'm going to turn y'all around and I'll show y'all what we're working with today. All right, here we go. Oh, look. It's already bad. Let me turn the light on. Oh. Okay, look, there's the floor. Barely any floor. This is stuff that I packed on my last trip and things that are supposed to be going on my next trip, and I've just been throwing them right there. And then my shoe racks. Look, I have organization. Guess where my shoes are? Down there. Yeah, that's a clothes basket full of, I think there's a bunch of clothes hangers, and then some things that I don't wear that are too big, whatever the case is. And then this little rack I got for just to put stuff on. And it's just become a catch-all. So maybe it'll stay, maybe it won't. We'll see. And then I have some clothes. Let me see if I can go. There we go. That might be a little bit better. So I've got all these clothes hanging here. Then I've got empty space. That's where my suitcases need to go. That's my old suitcase. But I have, remember, the new suitcases. They're everywhere. So those need to be nested and put up. And then I got some clothes over here and clothes over here. The big extra pillow looking things that my grandkids play with, Halloween costume, all this stuff. I got some new hangers though. We're going to use those new hangers. But yeah, this is the state. And look, that is a safe, but it isn't a working safe. I put like my kids, the outfits, I brought them home from the hospital and stuff. So nobody be watching this thinking that's some kind of, you're going to get to break in and get some good stuff out of there because you'll be sorely disappointed. Anyway, so got room up there to put stuff. And that's where the suitcases and things like that are going to go. But this, when I come in here to get dressed, I literally have nothing to wear because I do not wear half of this stuff. Or half of this stuff. Or half of this stuff. So, we're going to get rid of some things. But I just wanted to give y'all the full, let me see if I can give y'all like I can't zoom out anymore, but, oh, and I also have this rack for like my sandals and stuff. They're on the floor too. So we'll figure that out. But yeah, so that is let's get a sort of 360 there of what we have going on. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to move the pillow because the pillow keeps this, I can't open the closet door all the way. But that is, I don't even know if you understand how bad it is. It's so bad. Like this is, like I can't walk into the closet. Okay, so let me move some pillows out of the way so we can actually open the closet door. And then we'll be able to get in here and tackle some stuff. So, but that's it, y'all. That's the before. And we're going to get rid of a lot of this stuff. Okay, so I've gotten the majority of the floor of the closet cleaned out. Everything is just, it's in my bathroom. I can't get out of the closet. Okay, so I've always just kind of thrown my travel stuff in one spot. And that way I know where it's at. But normally that's for cruises because I cruise a lot. But this trip coming up, as y'all know, is a trip to Scotland. And so the packing list is a little bit different. I can't take big bottles of things, obviously, on the plane and everything. So what I thought I would do is take one, maybe two, depending on how much stuff I have. And put all of the things that I'm going to be using for Scotland in here. And that way, when I get more stuff, I can throw them in the basket and I don't have junk everywhere. And then I'll put these on my little shelf over there. So that is what I'm about to do now. Go through all of my cruise packing, basically my travel stuff. I'm going to get rid of some stuff because some of it is expired, old. It's been underneath stuff and I just, pulled it out and then just haven't had a chance to throw it away. But that's what we're going to do for right now. It's kind of hard for me to sit in the floor with this boot on, but we're going to do the best we can. We're going to do the best we can because I'm in here now. I can't get out anyway, so we might as well get it done. So that's where we're going to start. I'm going to go through that real quick, and then we'll get on to the next thing. So most of y'all, especially if you've been here for a while, you know that I cruise often, usually at least about once a year. So I always have a stash of things that I take specifically on cruises. And I just like to keep that together so it's not such a headache to try to get it all back together later, if that makes sense.
But my trip that's coming up is to Scotland, of course, and I'm gonna have to fly to that one. It's not a cruise. So some of the things I take for my cruises, I can't take to Scotland, and there are gonna be things I need for Scotland that I don't use on a cruise. I mean, usually when I'm going on a cruise, I'm going somewhere warm. Scotland is not gonna be warm in October. So, I'm just needing to sort through stuff, and as you can see, this bag is hanging on by the skin of its teeth. I have so much stuff, and to be perfectly honest, you see that I'm also sorting things into a ripped up box over there because some of the stuff I've had for so long, it needs to be thrown away. So, I just wanted to spend a little bit of time going through all of this so that all of the rest of my closet will be organized and this stuff will also be organized, easy for me to get to and ready to go for my next trip.
Okay, so I got everything out of the closet and I've done away with most of the trash. I'll show y'all the aftermath in a minute. But I have three, well, probably 2.5 baskets of clothes I need to go through. These are clothes that the last time I went through my closet, I cleaned these out because they were things I wasn't wearing. Now I'm going to go back through them because I may find something that I want to try on because y'all know I don't try things on, but I may want to try some things on and see if they work. And then if they do, then I'll keep them. If not, I'm going to get rid of them. I'm not say get rid of them. I'm going to donate them. So some fluffy gal out there at the Goodwill or at the America's thrift store is about to get real lucky because I got a ton of stuff and a lot of it still has the tags on it. But we're not going to talk about that. So anyway, I'll back y'all up. Don't look at my bed. I didn't make it this morning, and I got junk everywhere. Don't look. I'm a work in progress. Okay, I'm a work in progress. But anyway, let me get y'all where you can see, and we'll go through all of these clothes, see what we can keep and see what we're going to get rid of.
Okay, so like I said, I didn't clean my room before I started this closet clean out. You see my purse throwed over in the corner, the cat's running wild. I got house shoes and socks in the floor, cords everywhere. But this is real life around here, y'all. But I just, with doing the closet clean out, I knew that I was going to have to not only tend to the things that were on the hangers, but also tend to all the stuff that's in the floor. And I went through this stuff. Maybe I've said this already, but I went through all of these clothes like, I don't know, probably a year ago at least. And I knew I wanted to get rid of them at that time. And I contemplated like selling them on Poshmark or eBay or something to try to recoup a little of the money that I spent on the clothes that I never wear. But that's a headache. I don't have time for that. I have a full-time job and 2 YouTube channels. So I don't really have time to deal with trying to sell stuff on the interwebs. So I decided to, forego that route and just give these clothes to the Goodwill or some thrift store and maybe bless somebody who, isn't able to afford to go to the store and buy their own clothes, straight off the rack. So, I just figured that would be the best thing to do for this situation. All right, so far that's something for something else. There's a basket full of hangers. These are all I don't know if you can tell how big that pile of clothes is. That's all going. That's trash. These I'm going to try on and see if they work. This is stuff I know I'm going to keep. Some of this was stuff I had washed and not put up. And then this is some clothes that I'm keeping, but they're all wrinkly and crazy, so I'm going to throw those in the washer. But yeah, that's where we're at so far with the clothes. All right, so this is where we're at so far on the closet. I put all the stuff that was behind the door, I put right there. And then these 2 little piles of things, that is all of my stuff that is for my trip to Scotland. They don't really fit into the baskets I tried to put them into, but we'll figure that out in a minute. This is stuff I just need to put up, and that's a bag I need to go through. And then those are like backpacks, bags, and stuff like that I just need to organize. And then I need to go through all of these clothes
here because I know I don't wear a quarter of these clothes. So we're going to do that now.
So, y'all, does anybody, okay, make me feel better about myself. Does y'all's closet look like mine? Was it this messy? And do you have a ton of stuff that you never wear? Do you have stuff in it? I am so bad about not trying stuff on or ordering online and then I get it in and it doesn't fit or I don't like it or whatever the case is. And then I never get around to returning it. I know it's wasteful, but I mean, I guess I look at it this way that somebody out there will benefit from all these things when they go to the thrift store.
Okay, so I thinned that out quite a bit. Some of those are winter things that I'm going to move. I'm just going to leave like my t-shirts and stuff over there and then move maybe my winter stuff over here with my few little dresses that I have left. And then I have those little jackets. I don't know if I'll thin those out because I do wear all of those, just depending on what I'm wearing. But anyway, I've cleared out most of what was in the bathroom, but we still have to contend with where to put this stuff. So I think I am going to keep this little shelf, but I'm going to reorganize it. And all these clothes are like winter things. Now that I have some room, I'm going to hang all those up. Who needs this many backpacks? Apparently I do. Okay, so that's where we're at so far. And I had somebody tall come and put my suitcases up. I put all of the suitcases nesting in there, and all of these suitcases are nesting in there. So those are all up out of the way. Just got to figure out what I'm going to do, especially with these big pillows, because the kids love those. I don't know where I'm going to put them. I'll figure it out.
So I knew I needed to get all of these extra hangers out of the way first because they took up so much room, so much room in there. It was crazy. So anybody out there need some hangers? I have 2 clothes baskets full of these plastic hangers. Anybody need them? Anybody, any takers? No? Okay.
Okay, so I think I've gotten everything thinned out as thin as I'm going to get it for right now. But I still need to change all of the hangers out. So I think I'm going to go have some lunch and come back. And then we'll figure the rest of this out.
So I did not show it, but I did go through there and change all of the hangers out to the velvet hangers, the new ones that I had. And then I ran out of hangers. So I did as many as I could. And then I decided to go ahead and straighten up this little shelf in case I decide to keep this in the closet.
Okay, y'all, I am sweating. I'm sitting here on the bed. I still have a little bit of rearranging to do, but I can't do any more in the closet until I get some more hangers. So I'm going to show you the pile of stuff I'm getting rid of. So look, there's Nosy. So this is a box of trash. This is donation stuff right here. That is all trash. All of this pile of clothes is donation. That's some new stuff I got in. That's another video. These are the few things I'm going to try on, or at least look at again and see if I want to keep them. But that's that little pile right there. And then I'm getting rid of. And then that's one basket full of hangers. I'm going to see if I know anybody who needs hangers. And if not, I'll donate the hangers as well. And yeah, that is a lot of stuff. I'm going to put it like folded up and put it in garbage bags because I don't have any boxes to put it in. And then that way I can, when I take it to donate it, I can just donate, take the bags in or whatever. But yeah, that's what we've gotten rid of. All right, y'all. So starting at the door. Now, I'm still waiting on hangers to come in. So this is what we're looking like. Everything out of the floor. I got some of the hangers on those. The rest I'll do when I get the hangers in. That basket is just extra pillows and little throw blankets. This is as organized as it can be right now. Backpacks, extra purses, just extra kind of miscellaneous things. The top two baskets are all the stuff for my Scotland trip. It's not organized. It could fit in here better, but I just have it in there for right now. And then the very few pairs of jeans I own. The shirts that I did not get rid of. And then I put these two pillows here just to have them available but out of the way. And then I have my shoes organized again. And look at all the empty floor space. And then my suitcases are up there. All of my suitcases are nested in there, that set. And this set, everything is in there. I feel like I might want to move those. I don't really like them just crammed up there. So I may move those, but they're up out of the way. And then I still have a lot of room up on the top. That little duffel bag is my cruise specific things. So yeah, that is what it looks like. Let me back out and kind of give y'all the full view of what it looks like now. 1,000 times better. 1,000 times better. I still have a few things. Like I said, my dresses still have the old hangers. I got to wait for them to come in, and then like my jackets and things behind the door. But otherwise, I think it looks so much better. I need to get in here and vacuum. And then I'll be finished with it. But that's it. Look how much better, y'all. I'm so excited I can walk in here again.
So y'all know I had to throw in a little before and after shot here. All the messiness, all the craziness, so far past due. It needed to be done so bad. And this is what it looks like right now. Still a little bit of work to do to tweak some things, but it looks so much better.
All right, y'all, that is the closet all cleaned out, reorganized. So as you can see, it looks so much better. There is so much more room in there. I can actually walk in there without worrying about tripping over something. So that's a win right there. I was gonna wait until I got the hangers, the new, some more of the new hangers before I finished, but I went on the Sam's, like on my app, and went to order, and they don't even have them in stock, so they're gonna have to ship them. And I didn't want to wait that long. So I went ahead, showed y'all the final product with the old hangers still in there. But just know, I'm going to change the rest of my hangers out. Not that y'all care what hangers I use, but I'm going to change the rest of my hangers out. And then I have some clothes, that I needed to wash and stuff that I will hang up in there also when the new hangers come in. So, but that is it. I feel so much better now about my closet. That has been something that has been just in the back of my mind, just knowing it was something that really needed to be done. So I'm glad that I got it done today. But that is my closet cleaned out. I feel so much better about that. I'm glad I got it done today. I'm exhausted. I need to get off my foot. So I am gonna fix me. I was gonna eat lunch earlier, I did not. It's after 2 o'clock now and I'm hungry. So I'm gonna fix me some lunch, and I'm gonna go sit down and rest this foot for a little bit, and then start editing this video. So anyway, thank y'all so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that y'all enjoyed my little closet cleanup, refresh, clean out, organize, whatever you want to call it. And I will see y'all real soon. Bye, y'all.